I have another college corner for you this week. Let's get right to it.
College Corner.
I stumbled over my words on the intro to the College Corner this week. We haven't been stumbling on the picks, that's for sure. 5-1 in the College Corner in the last 2 weeks. I feel confident. I think we should be confident. Reminder, the way that this has worked for me in these last couple of weeks, I have basically gone through Dimer's best bets sorted by edge and then gone down the list and mapped it with my personal cards to give you a fusion of whatever personal value I bring, but more importantly, what the Dimers model brings. There are plenty more college football best bets on a week-to-week basis than just these three we bring you in the College Corner. I haven't kept a spreadsheet tracking all of them. I have bet quite a few of them. I can tell you this: they all win more than they lose when you follow the Dimers model. So you should definitely tap into the plenty full bets that they have. I see over 20 early edge best bets for week 9 of college football right now. But my 3 that I have honed in on this week are Mississippi versus Oklahoma. We're going to take Ole Miss plus 5.5. This is the second time in a few short weeks that Ole Miss has been the target for me here. They've just been a totally different offense than they were early in the season with Trinidad Chambliss, the new quarterback that has taken over under center. Chambliss is an electric dual threat guy that is just a perfect fit in the Lane Kiffin offense. He's a guy that started at the non-Division I level here in the state of Michigan, where I'm from. I knew about what he was doing before he took the jump up to the Ole Miss, to the SEC ranks, and he is just passed with more than an A+ grade. He's changed their season. They're catching 5.5 points here against Oklahoma, an Oklahoma team that got off to a really hot start, but has hit a wall in recent weeks, largely due to the injury status of quarterback John Mateer. Now, Mateer is still good. We expect him to play at this point. He's back, but he's not the same guy that he was in the first month of the season. Catching 5.5 is a huge edge. Dimer sees it too. 8.5% edge, 61% probability. You've got to take it. For my next 2 picks, they're both in the Big Ten. Wisconsin and Oregon under 44.5. Pretty simple play here. Wisconsin can't score. Cannot score. This team, there's been so much dismay within this program this year with Luke Fickell sort of limping to the finish line here. And they just, against quality opponents, have had zero success whatsoever. Back-to-back shutouts. They didn't score against Iowa. They didn't score last week against Ohio State. Both of those games ended up under the total. I don't know what you do with an offense this miserable right now. Oregon is elite. This is another elite team. They went on the road to Piscataway and stomped them by about 60 points last week. I don't know how you can bet on Wisconsin to score. And that number, 44.5, is almost entirely built around what Oregon's going to want to beat them by. Oregon isn't motivated to hang 60 points on Wisconsin. They just don't need to do it. I think you're going to see them build a big lead and kind of try and get out of there healthy, much like Ohio State and Iowa have done before them. The under is huge here for me, 60% probability. The last play of the week, Northwestern, plus 7.5 against Nebraska. Nebraska is a constant fade target for me. 0-5 against the spread against power conference opponents this year. They were a sheep in wolves' clothing before last week when they finally got exposed and lost outright as a favorite. Now, it's not the time to jump on against Nebraska from a money line perspective, largely because that was last week. We would expect them to bounce back in some form. But the bottom line is this: they've got a big-armed quarterback. That's about all they've got. This is not a well-rounded football team against quality opponents. They like to play dogfights. It's all they can do. Northwestern's incredibly well-coached, incredibly undervalued as a program this year. They're up to 5-2 on the season. They can clinch bowl eligibility with this. It's that good number that I always lick my chops at. Plus 7.5. You catch the half point above a touchdown against a Nebraska team that can't cover against anybody in the Big Ten. I think this is a great spot. Dimers agrees, 58% probability. Those are the 3 for the week. As we mentioned, 5-1 over the last 2 weeks in our College Corner picks. Ole Miss plus 5.5, Wisconsin, Oregon under 44.5, and Northwestern plus 7.5.
Love it, Greg. You recommend it. I bet it. And when it has a 60% probability and a high value edge, it's just pretty much a double down for me. I'm all in with you here.
Salute. We stand in solidarity, us two soldiers together in the battlefield that is sports betting. Hey, like and subscribe this show. That way you get College Corner all year long. Every single time it drops, you'll get notified. We want to grow this show as big as we possibly can. Every 5-star review helps. Every comment, every interaction helps us make the show exactly what we want it to be. Our goal is to continue bringing you this show year round. Hopefully we can grow it to something that you'll want to listen to year round. So let us know if you're enjoying the show. We appreciate all feedback and all support every step of the way.